Woe to the man who does not have a stick of meat in his mouth. Try to keep that in mind, folks, as we load on into the game. And where are we looking at? Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh Jesus. Alright. Without further stalling for time, let's jump on into it, folks. Hello everybody, it is me, it is Mr. 79 here on this glorious day of April 14th or 15th. April 14th or 15th? 17th, damn it. April 17th, 2017. And I've been sent a pretty damn awesome replay, or so I'm told, to help you do at least something to your day. Ooh, that's a lot of meat. I've had bigger though. But that's a story for another time. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Proxima Station, representing our Blue Zerg player, it is Ming. Oh, Ming, never change. And in the top right-hand position, our Red Zerg player, Ming's opponent, spawning against a Red Zerg player. Redundantly so, in the top right-hand corner of Proxima Station, it is PieceOfHaven, whose trisyllabic word is gonna make me hate even mentioning his name, so our focus will be on Ming. A nice little short word to say instead of yours. Yeah, I didn't really expect that, did you, PieceOfHaven? On a side note, you may notice that the spawning pool is, if you may not have noticed, it is 1 minute in, and the spawning pool is almost complete as well as gas, so let's just say that he doesn't want to go for a quick +1 attack, right? There we go, 6 Zerglings starting up just now. Should be Sting Speed there any second. PieceOfHaven wants to do terrible things to Ming, and most of which involves Zerglings. Ming taking the low ground hatchery, ooh, a little bit of a sketchy position to be in. Taking the risk on the slow ground hatchery, I'm not sure what advantages it provides. Salty too. Not sure what advantages it provides. I guess you get your creep out there a little bit faster, but I don't know, it seems a little bit risky, especially in the ZvZ. ZvZ is just such a volatile matchup. I don't think you can take risks like that, but hey, what do I know? I'm a Protoss player, right? Alright, let's go ahead and swallow this so we can properly cast the game. Nom 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 nom. Those things will be doing the exact thing I'm doing to this stick of meat, to this hatchery, in around 5 seconds or so. The real question is there going to be a Baneling's nest behind this? It looks like he is still mining gas, so yes, seems to be the answer. Wouldn't be surprised to see one any second now. Oh, the caster skills. And look at that, Ming immediately going for the cancel, the Lings not even caring. No Zerglings out just yet for our friend Ming, and oh boy, he is in a whole heap of trouble. Looks like those Lings are going to go ahead and try to jump on in, try to take as many workers as they can. Good mineral stacking for our friend Ming, back in the drones as well as they can, trying to take as minimal loss as they can. Already 2 drones are on him going down, now 3, it looks like 4. Can I get a 5th one? No. Ling's gonna have to target fire a little bit more precisely than that if they want to destroy Ming. A lot of these are so low on how these things need to retreat. Now 11 workers to 12, let's take a look. Already 8 workers killed. A very successful attack so far from PieceOfHaven to start this game off. Is this one going to get picked up as well? It may very well be. And looks as though the Spine Crawler is going to be the saving grace of our friend Ming. These things now have speed. PieceOfHaven over is going to go ahead and get sticked away by that queen. See you in a little bit. But meanwhile, this hatchery again is going to get canceled. Why so adamant on this hatchery, Ming? I don't get it. Speaking of getting it, Ming. Oh, I didn't even get the cancel down on that hatchery. Alright, PieceOfHaven is in a fantastic position as of late. He can just straight up fight the hell out of these things. Deny an expansion for such a long time with that Baneling's nest. One thing we do have to watch out for is PieceOfHaven gonna transfer out of this anytime soon? Is it gonna transition? Because if he sticks too far in the aggression, eventually he'll reach a state where he just has a bunch of Zerglings not doing much of anything, and then he would have wasted his lead. But now it looks like he is not doing anything so far. He was the 5 bucks, so he's not sure what he wants to do. Is he gonna try to go for the hatchery? That's a little bit greedy, don't you think, PieceOfHaven? Well, I don't think you can do it. You have a Spine Crawler, a couple of Lings, a Queen to poke the hail away at this Overlord, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. These things are gonna go ahead and try to do the best that they can. This Spine Crawler just noodling the hell out of these Zerglings. PieceOfHaven decides to commit fully to the aggression. More Lings are on the way. No natural base, as you can see. No additional workers. And look at that, Ming all of a sudden finds himself in an advantage. 14 to 12 workers. However, now with the defensive Banelings working on it, I think PieceOfHaven is basically has been stunted in its trot. Finally some Banelings working in from PieceOfHaven. However, Ming, getting those Banelings beforehand, even with the severely delayed Banelings nest, it's going to go ahead and give him that nice high ground advantage he was looking for. So, a little bit of a miscontrol for our friend Ming there. A little bit of another miscontrol for our friend PieceOfHaven, not getting those Banelings as soon as he should have. And, ooh, that was actually a pretty good Baneling connection. Now, no more Banelings left to take the shots off. These bandits can actually do a lot of damage if they walk into the middle, and there's not too much to stop it. There's one queen that's working on the engine. What is it going to do? The Link trying to stop it. The drone's clumping on up. 9 workers to 12, and all of a sudden, 7 more workers go down in the attack. One more Baneling trying to come on in, just get sniped to 500 PieceOfHaven. PieceOfHaven is not giving Ming any peace of mind. That's the best I can do. I'll see you later, folks. Alright, I have punished myself, and I'm ready to start casting once again. This is all from PieceOfHaven. I think he just needed to transition out of this, man. I mean, now is the point of the game where Ming has Banelings, he has a Spinecrawler, he has Queens, and I'm willing to assume he has the control to hold off any other attacks. However, Baneling is actually coming on in nice and close once more! Oh no! Alright, maybe I was misconceived. Now 8 workers to 12, there's been a total of 20 workers still during this attack, Ming. I'm starting to think it is not your game, man. I mean, sure, he may put up a fight, but what else is there to do? A couple of overlords floating on over. I'm curious to see, how does Ming plan to get back in his position? What is he going to do? He can't go for attack. His hatchery is actually superbly deficient on health. Jesus. Man, I don't want to make a bad joke. Let's just say that's superbly deficient on health. Creep spread now coming out for our friend Ming. Man, this is a little bit too brutal. I mean, our friend PieceOfHaven is still not transitioning, but honestly, that seems to be working out for him. Just alrighty so far. Looks like, if I were Ming, I think he just has to hope for amazing bandit connections. Looks like he is going to go ahead and scout out these 2 bandits. Needs to see how well his boxing abilities are. Does split off one Ming, needs to split off another. There we go, nothing happened to here. Good control, picking up a couple bandits for the price of... That's the symbol for 0. No hatchery here, no hatchery. Oh, well, kind of a hatchery here. There's only half of a hatchery there. And that drone makes one. PieceOfHaven now officially ahead macro-wise. Link's moving up on the ramp. Be so careful. Let's take a look at this bad boy's vision. Yeah, he does not have any vision up that ramp. There were a couple of Banelings waiting for him. Oh, I would sense death and destruction. Banelings gonna go ahead and try to protect this queen from the Lings, and it looks like they're gonna do just that. Obviously, I know what a lot of you non-Zerg players are thinking out there, which is something that I'm thinking as well. You know, why? This doesn't seem like the best kind of control in the universe. He could have killed that queen, maybe killed Ming a while ago. Well, you know what, folks? Ling Bane is hard to control. It's like Add a Phoenix, except in the early game, and lots of explosions if you mess up. Well, in Add a Phoenix, there are lots of explosions too if you mess up. Looking at you with the mines, but that's not the point. The point is, it's hard to control. Even the pros have horrible miscontrol. So this is actually some very impressive stuff coming out from both of our players. Now, Ming finally taking that natural base expansion. However, PieceOfHaven already with their Roachworn advantage, and the hatchery almost completed as well. I gotta say, if I would have bet my, you know, screw it. If I were to bet my, I don't know how much of an, forget it. Alright, looks like 2 bandings for, decent trade coming out for our friend Ming. You know what I'll say though, if I were to bet my foreskin on one of these players, oh, immediate regret. If I were to bet my foreskin on one of these players, it would be PieceOfHaven at the moment. I mean, look at this. He's gonna go ahead and get another cancel on the hatchery. Not something he can afford to happen to him at this moment. Ling's now finally popping on out, but too little, too late, it seems. What is not better is that this meat stick that I'm eating has a casing to it, and I just finished talking about foreskin, so, yeah, getting some horrible connotations from that. Oh my goodness. Put a cap on it, Mr. 789. I know, my bad. I'll try to censor myself a little bit more often. This, of course, is a family-friendly event. Looks as though finally Ming's able to begin to work on completing this hatchery. It's a third of the way done. However, this hatchery for PieceOfHaven has been finished for quite a while now. He's working on saturating it, 12 to 13 total army supply, so it's definitely not in danger of dying anytime soon. Queens and Ling just desperately trying to place defensive possible, blocking the ramp. It's either the meat or the casting, Mr. 789. One or the other. You cannot possibly do both. Just watch me. Alright. Here's the thing. I don't know how our friend Ming is going to get back into this. What he can try to do is try to tech out PieceOfHaven. If PieceOfHaven just plays a solid game from here on out, I highly doubt he's going to lose the game anytime soon. With that being said, he's making a lot of drones. 19 to 30 total workers, arenas. That is a lot of extra income. So if Ming has some super Segoy micro sensors, he can actually stop everything and do a super strong timing attack to try to catch PieceOfHaven off guard. And as I say that, Roachworn, Evolution Chamber, and 5 drones. which you can't really fault him for, you know? I mean, how are you supposed to tell? Let's take a look at Ming's vision. Yeah, he knows that a hatchery is there. That's it. He doesn't even know if this hatchery's there. Doesn't even know if there's a base there. Doesn't know if he pulled out of his drones and killed his original hatchery. No, he just knows that that exists. So here's scouting information. It would be generous to call it limited. There's no way he can know about that. Now PieceOfHaven gonna go ahead and start up that fatty roach production. Oh, gone. Alright. Roaches have finished production. Well, a roach one has not even made any roaches as of yet, and they say that one roach is about to pop for our friend PieceOfHaven. Yeah, no roaches for our friend Ming just yet. I'm having trouble seeing how he's gonna get back in this game. But he has evened up the worker supply. He definitely not the army supply. We'll get to that in just a little bit. 36 to 36 total workers. So hey, on equal-ish footing. Here's the problem: 23 to 44 total army supply. Ming's army is 11 lings, 3 banelings. PieceOfHaven's army is 16 lings, 9 roaches. And you know what? That may not seem like a lot of numbers to take into consideration, but it is. Look at that. I mean, this army versus that army. It's almost, even with the best baneling shots in the StarCraft 2 extended universe, I don't think it's going to happen. And this friend Ming actually knows that this is a possibility. Props to him. Sacrificing 2 drones and to get Spire Close to kind of hold the top base. This kind of suggests to me that he wants to go for maybe a Spire. I think that's how he's going to try to get back into this game. And little bit playing with Spire, making the Spire fire. Good job, Mr. 79. Playing a little bit with fire, trying to get to that Spire as our friend Ming, morphing this layer on this hatchery that has a grand total of 318 hit points. Yeah, not a lot of hit points as one may imagine. It's banning. Good banning shots always make me happy. So look at our friend PieceOfHaven actually miscontrolling just a little bit, trying to snap those banelings off. Loses a lot of links for not a lot in return, and look at this huge swath of roaches. Oh, a heaping ladle full of roaches making their way over across the map. It almost looks like a constellation. You know what? A constellation of roaches making themselves over across the map. I don't know. Can Ming defend this? We're gonna have to find out. There are some roaches at the top that are on the banning. Scar trying to get on in, getting okay connections, stopping up a lot of the roaches, and this choke point is just too powerful. In most any other StarCraft 2 games, this would have been certain death, but this is Proxima Station, and it is not so easy to bust up this kind of ramp. So our friend Ming at least has that going for him. Let's see, where is that Spire? Please prove me correct. I need to validate myself by predicting things about an imaginary game, or actually a real game. In an imaginary universe, can I see a Spire? Maybe it's already finished. Maybe he's proxying it somewhere out on the map. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, maybe he's dropping creep on the map and there's a drone out here somewhere. Oh, that'd be so cool. Meanwhile, Raptors are on the way. Third base up and established for PieceOfHaven. 42 to 40 total workers in favor of Ming. 41 to 76 total army supply. However, the position for Ming probably going to go ahead and save him. Not for long as he tries to take his third base. And is he... What? He's just going for roach speed and plus to attack. I'm not sure I agree with that decision, honestly. I think he's just gonna get destroyed. I mean, look at the roach count. Look at this, 14 to 24 and 6 Ravagers. I mean, just 6 Ravagers. That can do some poking over here. Not to mention the roaches that can back them up. I mean, look at these guys scuttling all the way across the map. I'll tell you, folks, I would hate to see these in the middle of the night unless I was extremely aroused. But that is a story for another day. Let's go ahead and see what our friend Ming... Yeah, he knows he cannot hold this. Gonna go ahead and cancel the hell out of that hatchery. At the very least, you know what? He's doing better than most players. Most different players would be like, oh, I need to defend this or lose. So they lose everything trying to defend the third base. But you know what? Our friend Ming knows, you know what? I can't even dream of holding on to. So we're just gonna hold the top ramp and hope everything works out for the better. However, I don't know what his game plan is. Looks like, oh, he's just gonna work on PieceOfHaven, messing on up this engagement, trying to go through this choke point, but it is going horribly. And just like 27 to 25 total roaches. You know what? That's looking a lot more even. There are still 6 Ravagers that our friend Ming has to watch out for. But you know what? Oh, here's something dangerous. Here's something super dangerous, folks. Okay, no, never mind. Both players have roach speed. Oh, I was gonna say he had more roaches. He could hunt all of them down and maybe get back in the game. But no, doesn't seem to be the case. Corrosive Bios landing mercilessly. Ouch. Yeah, look at all these bruised roaches, man. Just let me kiss them and make you feel better. God, I do have some problems, don't I? Anyways, looks like our friend PieceOfHaven third base, up and running for quite a while. Ming, not so much. In fact, I think a creep to him is actually blocking it. I'm not so certain about that, though. Let's take a look at his vision. Piece of Heaven. This is what Piece of Heaven sees. Let's go ahead and turn on his player camera, a highly underused feature, see what he's up to. Managing his larva, managing his hatcheries, looking at his queens, fantasizing about his queens, realizing that that is a wrong thing to do, making a 4th hatchery, killing some creep tubers, and controlling his army. Good job on you, Piece of Heaven. All you have to do is not do stupid things and you will win this game. But, you know what? Not even stupid things, you just have to take an okay engagement. Speaking of okay engagement, unit stat 32 to 37 total work in favor of Haven. However, a lot of that is back over across the map. So our friend Haven is actually not very confident taking this engagement. Actually, he may end up losing a lot if he just runs away. Not taking the engagement, not forcing the issue. A couple of course bows are going to go ahead and land. And until he is in full retreat, bleeding off roach after roach after roach. That is absolutely not something he can afford to doing. With such a large lead, you cannot afford to be throwing things like that. And oh, the Bone Crusher Ravager skin. Gonna go ahead and help him in this attack, but not really. Let's just our friend Ming. I actually think he may have enough. Let's take a look at the unit step. 35 to 34 total roaches, 8 Ravagers to 7. He actually has the advantage. Landing on his own crust of battles, unfortunately. Is he gonna break our friend Piece of Haven? I don't know. The reinforcement point is very strong at the very least. Piece of Haven, I think he actually had enough. This is a huge mistake, I think. I think he could have took that. Oh, no, he couldn't have. Okay, never mind. 36 roaches to not 36 roaches. Our friend Ming has caught Piece of Heaven with his pens down, droning up too excessively, getting counted out on the map, being indecisive with his army movement. All things that individually would make for a very sketchy position, and now added together, compounded on another, has forced Piece of Haven out of this game, and Ming has come to reclaim. Doesn't know about this 4th base location. I'm not so certain about that, folks. Well, let's see. He's gonna go and run into the same problems he had beforehand. Can't run up this bottleneck. It's just not something he can do. Right, Hydra's now starting to get mixed on in. There's not a lurker in. I don't even think he can afford a lurker in at this point. Just got so many pesos. Mina, our friend Piece of Haven, trying to move down the ramp, and again bleeding off more roaches and being punished by Ming for his lack of decisive army movement. Ming just gonna go ahead and retreat for now, ever so wise. He still doesn't know about this base. He's gonna check for it. I don't know. Maybe send a couple of roaches. Not so certain. Let's turn on his player camera. He is he is focusing, folks. Gonna go ahead and spread his injects. Spend his larva. Gonna go ahead and see what he can see. He has no high ground.
Expended.
Oh, he has Abathur, that's why. He has no vision of this high ground, but it looks as though our friend Piece of Heaven says now or never and tries to bust down the ramp, but Ming holds it once again. And meanwhile, this debris is coming closer and closer to getting destructinated. This back door is that much closer to being breached. And once it is, folks, it's actually not that much bigger of a ramp, so... But he can split it up, his army up into both ways and get more surface area. Meanwhile, cleaning up the creep tumor is our friend Ming now. 145 to spy to 116. Take a look at the resources lost. No, what? Snooze! Get out of here! Go! Run away! I don't know if you guys saw that, but Windows tried to make me do an update, and I would just say, get the hell on out of here, Windows 10. Not that there's anything wrong with Windows 10. Meanwhile, this 4th hatchery is going to go ahead and go down. 2 Hydras in production for Piece of Haven, and that is it. This game has slowly slipped from his grasp, and I think our friend Ming just may have done it. 140 despite 177 now. I'm not sure. He's going to pull the drones. I feel there's no way he wins this engagement. I mean, sure, he has a Hydra tech, but the numbers have something to say about your puny Hydra tech. 1 hit point on that Ravager. Boop. And now it's 0. At least 1 could have. Ming, very careful, knowing he's in a good position, doesn't want to throw it away. Take a look at the upgrade. It is +2/+1 to no upgrades from our friend Piece of Haven. Undoubtedly, that is one of the contributing factors that helped Ming get into the position that he is right now. 18 minutes and 25 seconds into the game, and Ming finally, probably his keyboard exploded with pure ecstasy when he got this 3rd base up and established. Meanwhile, our friend Ming and Piece of Heaven just doing the dance of death that the Zerg players do with the corrosive bios. This is our friend Ming, still very sketchy about taking a bad engagement, but he has a lot of Ravagers, and this army just looks all the more fearsome. Piece of Haven coming out on the map. I think he wants to fight, and I think Ming may just be telling him, be careful what you wish for. There are Hydras here, certainly, but there's not enough roaches to buffer, not even a page of roaches. And all these Hydras are going to go down, being forced back into his main base. And I think we may be seeing a GG here any minute for friend Piece of Heaven. He's out on tech, out on upgrades, and as it seems to be, out on armies. Sure, he has the high ground, he has the biojets, but he doesn't have the numbers. 97 supply, now 92, 90, 88 to 43. Our friend Ming not taking a great engagement, but you know what? He's taking an engagement. And as that, with the remix of 18 roaches, I think that is going to be a GG. It's called. And our friend PieceOfHaven was the victorious or defeated, and Ming was victorious. An action-packed PvZ, not to undermine or anything, but to say the least. Wow, that looked so horrible for Ming for so long. Oh my gosh. I guess this means I have to go and get circumcised now, doesn't it? Oh, let me know in the comments down below. Should I get a rabbi, or should I just do it at home? I like rabbi because they give decent tips. Thank you, folks. I'll be here all night. But in the meantime, man, Ming just needed to... Knew what he needed to do. Knew that holding onto this third base in the early game would have killed him. So we evacuated, held onto this, caught PieceOfHaven out on the map, killed like 10, 12 roaches, had an upgrade advantage, had a concave, had the records of battle shots, and even though PieceOfHaven was in a superb position, the control just was not there. But you know what, folks, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Here's the story of StarCraft, and everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up on it. It helps me out much more than you may think. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you are so inclined, and I'll be so certain to get back to you on that. You can go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more daily-ish StarCraft 2 content. And remember, folks, the internet could always use some more heroes.